Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1370. I've got a lot going on, quite a lot. Today is Words and Wisdom Wednesday, and I'm sorry I left off the AY. And I think that mm, I want to go through some quotes. I want quotes by I wanted quotes by Tim Walz, but I figured it'd be better to go with quotes about Tim Walz. And here we go. Now, some of this is from Matt Brown, who writes for the Associated Press. They had a debate last night. I fell asleep, so I never saw it. There are quotes on the CBS News moderator Margaret Brennan, who intervened after a tense back and forth between the candidates over immigration, said, "Gentlemen, the audience can't hear you because the mics are cut." And then Walz, he was agreeing with Vance that some regulations limit the construction of new housing units. Both candidates throughout the debate expressed agreement on some points before driving home their messages, and Walz said, "I actually agree with that." And then Vance said, after Walz noted that his son had witnessed gun violence, "I appreciate that," Walz replied. "I'm sorry about that. Christ have mercy." And then Walz, he said, "I'm a knucklehead at times. I misspoke on this." He was discussing discrepancies in his travel history to Hong Kong in 1989 that have been reported by multiple news organizations. Vance arguing Harris could have acted as vice president to make housing more affordable, said, "Kamala Harris is not running as a newcomer to politics." He said, "If Kamala Harris has such great plans for how to address middle class problems, she ought to do them now." Vance also said that during the debate. So he basically doesn't want Harris to campaign because he may be afraid of her. Of course, this is all politics today. Good morning to John Clark. John Clark. These are politics, though. Okay. So Walz said there's consequences for this when he was discussing Vance's unfounded claims about immigrant communities in Springfield, Ohio. Walz said Vance will create stories to bring attention to this that vilified a large number of people who were here legally to the community of Springfield, Indiana. Springfield. The Republican governor said, "It's not true. Don't do it." Huh. And then Walz, he says, "Sometimes it's just the guns. It's just the guns." Walz was discussing the high rate of gun violence in the United States compared to other rich nations. He cautioned against using mental illness as a scapegoat for the country's high levels of gun violence. Rather than find solutions on this that protect the Second Amendment, protect our children, that settlement. Kicking the camera around, sorry about that. Walz said, "My shotgun was in my car so I could pheasant hunt after football practice." He said that. He was a longtime gun owner, and he says, I don't know what he said it for. Vance Vance said, "I want us as a Republican Party to be pro-family in the fullest sense of the word." Holy cow. Because he doesn't want birth control to be there. Vance, who opposes abortion, said Republicans have got to do so much better of a job at earning the American people's trust back on this issue, whether they frankly just where they frankly just don't trust us. Um, he was responding to how Republicans should navigate potentially unpopular and dangerous realities that face women surrounding pregnancy. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna skip one. Walz said, "A president's words matter." He was talking about the riot at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Walz said Trump's rhetoric and refusal to concede defeat in the 2020 presidential election led to the riot at the U.S. Capitol and deep ensuing divisions across politics. All of us say there's no place for this. Vance says, "My own belief is that we should fight about those issues, debate those issues peacefully in the public square." He was asked whether Trump won the 2020 election, if he won the 2020 election, and if he would support efforts to contest the election, which Trump carried out that have since been deemed illegal or unconstitutional. First of all, I think that we're focused on the future, Vance said. But what President Trump has said is that there were problems in 2020, and Vance says his own belief is that we should fight about those issues, debate those issues peacefully in the public square. And I have some about Tim Walz. I was going to do some about Tim Walz and Vance, but my computer is out again. So we're not working on that. Anyway, I have no wisdom to say. I will say in life you have to think quickly, act smartly, slowly, speak slowly, think quickly. So when you act slowly, you have a chance to think of an alternative behavior to whatever you're doing. That's all I have for today. Uh, Yesterday, I went to Safeway and I was outside. I was inside. Well, it was 90. Actually, it reached 100 degrees yesterday. My car thermometer said it was 100 degrees, and this was in the city of San Francisco. Now, San Francisco is on a peninsula, so we normally get ocean breezes, and those ocean breezes usually keep us very cold and foggy. So we're happy when we are warm. Now, 100 degrees in San Francisco means that obviously the other places around the Bay Area have reached triple digits all around on their car thermometers. Now, car thermometer sometimes does rate it a little more highly, but that's only my car. And I walked past a table where a mother was saying that her son was in the Boy Scouts and would like to sell. They were selling. Uh-oh, my camera says it is device temperature too high. Please try to use it later. Okay. Well, we'll do that then. I think that since the device camera is too high. Anyway, my point was that they were selling potato chips for $25 a bag. So I bought a jar of popping corn for $15. So I guess I'm giving a plug to a 501c3, Troupe number 415 or 450. I can't remember which, 415 or 415. Anyway, okay. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming. Good morning to all my fans. Good morning, Muddy Boo. Listos Cantara, A.C. Rosita, Susan, no, Suzanne, Shamu. Okay. Thank you very much, you guys. Mwah. Okay. Bye-bye. Old Kinderhut.